Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Tales from the Rails, Episode 17, Happy Hank. Hank is an American engine. He is very wise and knows exactly what to do most of the time. Hank loves Gordon's Hill. It is one of his favorite places on the island. It makes him very happy and joyous. Hank also has his favorite siding, right outside the sheds and right near Brendam Docks. He's very comfortable there and loves seeing busy engines pass by with loads of freight or passengers. Hank also loves to help a friend in need. When an engine is broken down, he will take their duty. Hank knows that one day when he is in need, a friend will come to his assistance. One day, Hank was going to take his leisurely drive up and down Gordon's Hill. This was going to make him very happy. Sadly though, Hank, when he arrived, found a pile of cargo on the tracks. He couldn't get by without smashing into them, causing a giant wreck. Darn, said Hank. I was really looking forward to that. That's okay though. There's other things on the island that I can do. With this, Hank slowly backed up and puffed a different route. Though it wasn't normal, Hank did enjoy his run. Hank got to puff by the suspension bridge. It was a very grand bridge. It took lots of years of building, but when it was accomplished, many visitors liked to visit there. Hank slowly weaved his way to a siding. When Hank arrived at the siding, he found a goods train that Donald did not want to pull. "Hola," said Donald. "These trucks have been causing trouble all day. Can you please take over for me?" said Donald to Hank. "Certainly," said Hank. "I love helping a friend in need." He was soon coupled to the train and puffed away. When Hank puffed away, Douglas came into the yards. "Donald, do you think that Hank is missing anything?" "Why, certainly not," said Donald. "Why, only there's everything included. Trucks, vans, wagons, and a caboose." I think I forgot one thing," said Douglas. "Oh dear, oh my. Hank, wait, you forgot something." Hank didn't hear this as he was too far away. But anyways, he did find out by himself that there was no caboose. But this will affect him later. He slowly and surely made his path around the island, making sure the trucks caused no trouble. Hank found his way up to the viaduct. It was very high, yet a track up to the top was very steep. Said Hank. "Maybe this viaduct is the same height as Gordon's Hill." So he puffed on. He drove faster around the tight corner. Scruffy had just come back from a punishment that his captain had ordered. He was very cross with the punishment and had caused trouble in a long time. "Hey, Hector." "Yes," said Hector. "Let's bump him. Let's get him off the rails." "I'm sorry," said Hector. "I help engines. I do not help trucks." "You're a dang truck," said Scruffy. "This is outrageous. Hey, you, back there." "Yeah," said the truck. "Let's bump him." "All right," said the truck. "When?" "Now." And gave him a huge bump. Scruffy pulled himself and Hector's back wheels over the ledge. Hank could not continue. "Good job," said Scruffy. "Whoever you are back there, we should meet more often. You seem like a good bumper." "Why, thank you, leader," said the truck. Whiff was soon sent for help. "Hello, Hank," said Whiff, puffing in. "Surprised to see you in this kind of jiffy. You usually handle trucks excellently." "Nothing I can control," said Hank. "I sadly can't do anything about it. It's all the truck's fault." "That's okay," said Whiff. "We all make mistakes, even though this really doesn't count as a mistake. Here, let me get you back on the line." With that, Whiff slowly and surely pulled the train back up properly. Scruffy was cross. "I haven't caused trouble in a while, and this is all I get towed back on the line? No breakdown train? No Rocky? Let's get him back. Yeah, said the truck. We can do this. Hank and Whiff slowly made it up the viaduct. The trucks were holding back. Hold back, said Scruffy. Hold back. I'm doing my best. If this big lard in front of us would help, we'd be stuck here. I ain't helping you no matter what, said Hector. Keep going, Hank, said Whiff. We're almost there. I'm already at the top, said Hank. And he pulled the rest of the train up the viaduct. The viaduct track led into the yards. Luckily, though, there was only Daisy and Rosie working, 'cause the disaster was about to strike. Good job, Hank, said Whiff. We made it to the top. Now, don't forget to brake. Hank? Hello? Oh no, said Hank. It's too late. Whiff, brake as hard as you can. But it indeed was too late, and the train came speeding down the line. Hank rushed right through the turntable. Luckily, it was set to the right way. The train thundered through. Unlucky for Hank, there was a sharp corner going into a tunnel, and Hank slammed into the corner. The whole train behind him skid up, and hit, and wrecked. The mess that lay was terrible. There was a huge block up into the tunnel, which was a main line. Luckily, Whiff was okay. Don't worry, Hank, said Whiff. I'll go get help. He raced down the line as fast as he could go. It indeed wasn't a while until Billy arrived. He came in with the breakdown train. Hank sighed. Sorry, Billy, said Hank. I need Rocky's assistance. My tender's wedged right between me and the tunnel. He'll be stuck there for a while. Rocky's a bigger crane. I'm sorry, Billy, but can you go fetch him? Most certainly not, said Billy. I'm here, and that's all you need. I can get this picked up in a jiffy. Don't worry. But as soon as Billy tried to get the breakdown train to get his crane moving, it slowly turned, knocking Billy and its flatbed off the rails. It was still attached to the flatbed. Rocky, shouted Hector. Henry soon arrived with Rocky the breakdown train. Surveying the mess, Henry looked nervous. This will never do, said Henry. Sir Topham will be very cross with everybody here. The cleanup process took a while, as it was weird for Rocky to pick up the breakdown train, as he too was a breakdown train. Soon enough, an engine passed by. This engine was Duck. He was pulling a train of cargo cars. Hello, Hank, he said. Why, hello there, said Hank. Well, what got you into this mess, said Duck. Was it Scruffy? Oh, I'll tell Sir Topham, and how mad will he be? No, said Hank. Not really. I wasn't being too careful going down the hill, even though the trucks did indeed push me. Well, said Duck, always look on the bright side of things, he said, passing by. Things will go right if you do that. Hank took Duck's words internally, and the mess was soon cleaned up. Scruff had come to help pull the trucks away, as well as Whiff pulling away with the breakdown train. Soon enough, Hank arrived back to the sheds. He went into his cozy siding to have a nice long night of sleep. Hank soon was turning on the turntable, getting ready to rest in his siding. He slunk back into his siding and started to close his eyes. But as soon as Hank closed his eyes, Molly came storming into the sheds. You're never going to believe what happened today, she shouted. Ugh, Molly, said Hank, I'm trying to sleep here. Oh, I'm sorry, said Molly, but I have to tell everybody what happened today. No, actually you don't. I need to get some sleep. Today was not the best day for me. But just please listen. Hank did, but all I heard was blah, 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 blah. Hank was so annoyed, he rolled as far as he could back into his siding. He rolled too far off the track, and his back of the tender hit the fire station. Nobody at the sheds even noticed. They were too interested in Molly's story. Oh well, said Hank. This will have to do for tonight. The next morning, Belko passed by with the slow goods train. He honked his horn, which woke up Hank. Huh? Said Hank. What happened? Oh, hello, Boko. Hello, Hank, said Boko passing by. Good to see you finally up. Huh, said Hank. Wait a second. Boko's train doesn't pass by till tea time. But that means... Oh no, said Hank. Somebody help, I'm late. Indeed Hank was. He had slept in over 4 hours. Soon enough, Neville and Molly returned to the sheds. Hello, Hank, they said. Hello, guys. Can you help me get out of this ditch? I need to get to my morning jobs. I'm already late. That's okay, said the engines. We covered up for you. We heard about your bad day yesterday, so we decided to cover for you instead of waking you up early this morning. Really, said Hank? That was mighty kind of you. Now, said Molly, I've decided to give you my passenger train. Come on, you're going to be late if you don't get up. I can't, said Hank. My tender's stuck back here. Oh, pish posh, said Neville. I'll get you back on the rails in no time. The turntable was turned, and Neville quickly pulled Hank back onto the rails. Come on, Hank. You have a job to pull. Soon Hank and his tender were put back on the rails. Hank was mighty happy, strolling into the docks. There, Hank coupled up to a beautiful coach. This coach was old Slow Coach. Hello, Hank. Molly told me you're supposed to pull this passenger train today. Come on, let's get a move on. The guard has already blown his whistle. We have to get going. Just then, he heard a voice. Hello, Hank. Yes, hello, Hank, said Hero and Stepney. Come on, you're gonna be late. Let's get going. Hank saw everybody was being extremely nice to him. So, with a long whistle, Hank puffed out of Brendam Docks. And sure enough, the passenger train went over Gordon's Hill, making Hank extremely happy.